both the e.l.f., this liquid poreless putty primer and the original putty primer, they both retail for $10. At the time I'm filming this, this is available if you sign up to e.l.f. their loyalty. You can order this currently. Otherwise, it will be available in July on their site. For Tatcha, you can get a mini, which is 0.25 fluid ounces, and that retails for $24 at Sephora. Or the full size of the Tatcha Silk Canvas, which that's 0.7 ounces, that retails for $54. So the Tatcha full size is 0.7 ounces. This is 0.94 ounces. We have $10 versus $54. This is my first time using it, and I'm just going to apply it with my fingers. Yeah, use fingertips to pat into skin, allow 30 seconds to set before makeup application. It kind of feels like how liquid it is kind of like a foundation, and then how it feels is more kind of like a cross between a moisturizer and a serum. Use fingertips to pat into the skin. It feels much more lightweight than the original putty primer. I mean, that's pretty lightweight. But this, yeah, it kind of feels like you're putting almost like a serum on your skin, or like a really lightweight moisturizer type thing. Pat it in. Yeah, there's no scent. I think that might just be my lotion from earlier, so I would say no scent. e.l.f. is cruelty-free. Now Tatcha, they are cruelty-free, but they are owned by Unilever, who is not cruelty-free. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little spatula, and we're going to get some of that on the spatula. And I'm just going to dot it kind of around here. This definitely feels thicker than the e.l.f. And I do smell a little bit of a scent on the Tatcha, but again, it's very, very slight. So we're just going to pat this in. I feel like the Tatcha glides maybe a little bit more. It almost feels like it has a little bit more of that emollient factor to it. I think the Tatcha, you have to be a little bit more aware of what moisturizer you have on underneath and how much you put on, because I did get a little bit of like balling up and pilling along my jawline here, so where I didn't with the e.l.f. one. We're gonna let them both soak in. I mean, it's probably been 30 seconds for the other one, but let's get close, nice and personal, so you can see if you see a difference without any makeup on yet. All right, this is the e.l.f. side. This is the Tatcha. Do you see a difference just like this? I just put on some Bobbi Brown color corrector underneath my eyes. And for the foundation today, this is a Yensa Super Serum Silk Powder Foundation. The color I have is light medium 1. Now to apply this one, it says to apply with a brush. And then we're just going to take the beauty sponge and just buff this out. It does seem like the foundation kind of spread out a little bit easier over the Tatcha one. I mean, not much, but it just seemed like it a little. Let's see if you can tell a difference. Yes, no, let me know down in the comments. Yes, I did change my shirt. I just didn't feel like the makeup was vibing with the red and blue. So now let's see if we can tell the difference between each side. Do you think you can see a difference? I think that the Tatcha side right now might be a little bit more luminous. I feel like it almost, you know, kind of looks a little bit like glowy right here. The e.l.f. side right now might look a little bit more drying right here. But we'll do a check-in and we'll see how it wears. Now on for about an hour. So just want to do one check-in. I think they are pretty close. I do think that the e.l.f. one might be a little drying right here, but very, very close at the 1 hour mark. I'm in my car outside. It's been about 2.5 hours, and I just wanted to show you again. This side is the Tatcha, and this side is the e.l.f. Let me face the same way. I have had the primers and my makeup on for about 5 hours. You see a difference? This is what I'm thinking. It seems like the e.l.f. over here, there's a little bit more kind of cracking and a little bit more of showing the texture. So I feel like over here is still a little bit kind of more luminous. However, around here, I feel like on the Tatcha side, it's settling into the kind of smile lines more than the e.l.f. side. But on the forehead, I kind of like the Tatcha side better and feel like that's a little bit more smooth than the e.l.f. I would say that you can't go wrong with either one. I think that they are both good. I think the e.l.f. one might show a little bit more texture going on right here, but as far as keeping the makeup on at this point, I think they're both similar. And for the price difference, I think that's got to be a personal preference. I think the Tatcha is a little bit more luminous and kind of silky still over here than right here, but overall for the price difference, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I don't know if I really, for me personally, am going to spend more for the Tatcha. I think that maybe it's more day-to-day. I would use the e.l.f. and maybe if I have a special occasion, I would go with the Tatcha. But I think that they're pretty close, and especially for that price difference. So I think it just comes down to what your budget is and like kind of the texture of it. Like I said, the Tatcha was, you know, a little bit thicker, but not too much. But overall, I don't know, in my opinion, I think that they're pretty close. What do you think? Let me know. Yeah, I just think the Tatcha's just a hair better, but again, not drastically different.